Hi, Kimmy girl.
Okay, you can dive back in, Katie.
Okay, I don't want to take up too much of your time, guys, either. But
I'm loving all these details. I'm like, rose oils, I've never heard of that. Like, I sell all this stuff and I know nothing about what you're saying. So
yeah,
clearly
no,
need education.
so four different. You're so cute, Jamie. Four different kinds of rose oils, and they're harvested from like all over the world. And it smells like roses. This is such a nice product. And what I like about this, again, like being an extra, if you have a customer who isn't ready to like dive in and purchase the entire regimen, or maybe they even really love the products they're using, this can be a great addition to anyone's current regimen, no matter what they're using. To just mix in a few drops of this at night. You only want to use anything that contains retinol, you only want to use at night because it makes your skin sensitive to the sun, and sunlight literally it like it cancels the effect. Basically, retinol dies in sunlight. So the powers of retinol are gone. So never waste a retinol product during daytime. It just will stop working the second you put your face in the sun. So nighttime only. It's fantastic. It also is a really pretty bottle. And that's a good one to like gift someone that you're trying to get hooked on ever, because once they try this, they'll be like, oh my gosh, they fall in love.
Okay, can I ask you a question? So is it heat or the sunlight that messes up retinol?
Sunlight.
Okay, so if I do, because if I steam, I have a steam shower, and when I steam, I'll put that on, and my skin feels so good when I come out. Is it killing the retinol, the heat?
I don't think so. I mean, I've always.
Feels like it's working, but who knows?
That's why the bottle is like this with the silver. That's why they made the bottle like this, so light couldn't get through. But yeah, so I think I've always heard that it's sunlight that you don't want to expose any retinol products to sun. That's why I just use them at night.
Perfect. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So and then the last one I was going to talk about is Lavish, which,
hey, Katie.
Yeah.
Real quick, Deneen had a question about how to layer the oil with the regimen.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Sorry. But so when I do the oil, I do it very last step. What I do is every other night, I do the little ampules and the youthful eye cream on top of the last step of the regimen, which is the Hydrolift. I do the ampule and this youthful eye cream on one night, and then the next night I do the overnight facial oil and Sublime, which are the only two products in the Ever lineup that contain retinol. And this is what I do based on what Julie Schoen, our vice president of product development, what she says she does. So I follow her. So that's what I do. So yeah, oil, last step. Just press it in on top of the moisturizer. Some people don't love the feeling of the oil and the moisturizer, so they just would choose to do one or the other. That's okay too. But if you like layering, go ahead and layer. Lavish, which did win our Allure Best of Beauty Award. If you guys have not tried Lavish, you have to, especially now with the way everybody's washing their hands. And since I've had extra time on my hands, I've been really trying, like when I shower, to like moisturize head to foot, which, in the past I haven't necessarily done every time I showered because I was in such a hurry. But Lavish is amazing. I have a lot of clients who only order Lavish from me. They're Lavish junkies. And we just came out with a new scent of Lavish. It's limited edition citrine rose, and is available to, I think, Style Club members tomorrow, and to everyone else on, what day is today? Today's Monday, on Wednesday. So Lavish is amazing. I'm supposed to get my delivery of it like today or tomorrow, and I was so bummed because I was hoping that it would come in time for this call so I can tell you guys exactly what the new scent smells like. Have you gotten it, Kim? Yeah, I mean, I think it's arriving tomorrow morning. But
yeah, mine's on its way.
Yeah, but I heard that it smells really good, like totally different from the original scent, which is amazing. Same exact formula, just different scents. And this is going to be an amazing present for Mother's Day this year, especially with everything going on, and everybody washing their hands 8,000 times a day. I would, for Stella and Dot girls, if you're suggesting like a little earring or something, throw in the new scented Lavish with a little earring or bracelet would be a really nice gift, and nice for yourself too. It's super firming. And if you wanted to try, we had plenty of before and after photos of stretch marks, saggy knees, saggy necks. I'm truly not even kidding. People did amazing. Yes, do a before and after. I'm not kidding. Try it, and then try. I mean, you have time now. Like, use it twice a day, just on your neck for 2 weeks. Take a before and take an after, and just see for yourself.
Oh my gosh, it is really like such a problem area. But some of the research I was studying earlier about decreasing anxiety and stress as well, it was talking about rubbing oils and lotions in your body, like just the circulation that it starts will release all these things in your body to stimulate the relaxation response.
Oh yeah. In fact, that reminds me, I didn't talk about this, but so the regimens are broken down for dry skin, normal skin, oily skin, and I'm dry, so I use Luminous. I know the glare, you can't see it, but Luminous it's a balm type cleanser. It's very thick, and it also takes off eye makeup, but sometimes in the mornings, especially because I have really bad allergies, which of course are on fire right now with everything's blooming, I'll put Luminous on in the morning. And if you have a roller, one of those, jade or pink quartz, whatever, or even just your fingers. Actually, Ever sells a roller. I think it's still available. You can throw on a bunch of Luminous, leave it on, and then do your roller. It feels so good. Or just use your fingers. And I leave it on for 10 minutes. I go get my coffee and just leave it on. It's like kind of like a mask. So it's just, one thing I've been doing is, in this time, with the extra time, just taking the extra time to pay attention to my skin, because it's important, and we've got the time, and we're in our homes, and there's so many things that I feel like we don't have control over. And this is one small thing that I have control over that I can do to treat myself. So I'm happy to answer any questions if you guys have any ever questions.
I was thinking of all the different things that we talked about, like the skincare does so many of the things, the ritual, the focusing in on the action. So it's the mindfulness, the being present, the slowing down, the repetitive action. It literally almost everything on this list can work into the skincare process. So I think when you talk to your customers about it, really sharing to make it feel like a true spa-like experience, like to be very in tune with like what all the steps you're doing, instead of just breezing through your day and like throwing it on, like actually enjoy the process as much as the results.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And I think people are paying attention to their skin right now. Like people are wearing less makeup, right? They're people have most people have a little more time on their hands. And even those of us who are working from home, you know, there are some people who are working from home and taking care of their kids, so they're super busy, but they're still like, this is one opportunity to lock yourself in your bathroom and spend 5 minutes, you know, taking care of yourself. And the whole ritual aspect of it is very, it's comforting, you know. And you can see the difference, and that, I mean, you could see your results, and that's really the bottom line. I think that's why I have so many repeat customers, because they see the results. So I always encourage if you have somebody who's buying a regimen for the very first time, I always, always, always encourage them to take a before photo, even for themselves, even if they never show another person, just take a photo and then go ahead and do an after photo after 30 days is what we say. But I did mine after 3 weeks, and I mean, I'm happy to share mine. I couldn't believe the difference.
Yeah. What questions do you guys have? Or anything you're doing right now that's helping kind of keep stress and anxiety down?
I had something to share if I'm allowed.
We'd love to hear it.
So most of you know that I'm a physical therapist as well. So I have some hints on working on your posture and improving your breathing. So thank you, Katie. You were awesome, by the way, at describing the core. So she's right. The transverse abdomen.
I feel like physical therapists and Pilates teachers, we're like spirit animals to each other.
Yeah. I mean, I use Pilates and yoga every day in my practice, and I'm doing telehealth right now. So I'm going to do you some telehealth right now. So I have a challenge. You can sit or stand, but it feels better when you stand. To engage your transverse abdominis, all you have to do is literally try to press the top of your skull to the ceiling. So whether you're sitting or standing, if you do that and kind of take note of what your abdomen's doing at the same time. So sitting or standing, crown, or not the crown of the head. Well, I guess this is the crown of the head, right? Top of the head, top of the skull. Put your hand on your belly and try to raise up. Notice what happens. Your stomach kind of comes in, right? But keep breathing. It's important to keep breathing when you do it. You don't want to retain breath or hold breath whenever you're practicing your, engaging your core. And then, isn't that simple? Did you all feel it?
Yeah.
It's so
love that.
Literally the easiest thing. And if you're doing an exercise that's on the floor, you can simulate that same thing. You just crown of the head to one end of the room and your feet to the other. Try to stretch yourself as long as you possibly can. And then what Katie was saying about extension and flexion of your spine, extension is what happens when you breathe in. So your spine actually does a little back bend. So a way to enhance that is a basic sun salutation, and that's bringing the arms overhead. When you inhale, you end up back bending a little bit, and that's why they link that movement with that breath. And then when you exhale, you're pushing that air out of your lungs because your spine is flexing a little. Now you can make the movement as big as you want. You can do a simple arm overhead and back down, but you can also do a forward fold. So you inhale all the way up, exhale, hands toward the floor. So using your arms to help extend your spine makes the breath, and it makes the whole thing like a little bit more worthwhile. You'll feel it more. So that's my helpful hint. And Ever has been a lifesaver for me in terms of making any kind of sales. I'm a very casual ambassador, and I had a good moment today with some sales on Ever. And the only complaint I have is I had spent like 4 days over 2 customers who literally could not navigate our website between creating a new password and whatnot, because they wanted subscribe and save, and I wanted that for them, but I couldn't do it for them. The one girl ended up giving me her email address and password so that I could do it for her. So that's my only complaint.
That's what Katie told me. I lost so many ever orders because of that step of people not being able to figure out how to create a password. And Katie's like, just log in for them. Tell them to create a password, and then you do it for them. And I was like, what the heck? I now have a whole page of logins. And I'm like,
I even tried to contact the Delight Center today, and they would not do it for me.
No, you know why? Because it's a consumer protection. It's against the law, and believe me, it's a pain in the neck. But what I started doing is, if it's a new customer, you just create a new password. You log in pretending you're them, and just create a password like their first name and skin after, or something like that. But yeah, it's because it's the law. So we can't go in. We can now go in and delete a subscribe to save order for our customers. We just can't make any changes or create one. So you can create an entire, sorry, hey, stop it. Sorry. Maisie, no. You can create an entire cart and do the share cart link.
Yeah.
So you can put everything on subscribe to save for them, and that's usually also what I do, is just share the link. But
yeah they are so not tech savvy, and I mean, I can't even tell you. I am surprised I got the orders in at all. But anyway, thank you. I can now tell them it's against the law, and that'll scare them into ordering.
Yeah, I always just say it's for your protection.
What you're doing. If you can, she's saying she does what you do too. I mean, they'd have to give you permission to do that. You can't just go in there and do that for them. But like, if they give you their login, it's fine, right?
So I just went in myself and I did it. So I put in one of my friends, and then I created. So I went in, I went youthful, and then subscribe to save, and then it just goes to the card. It immediately tells me that I'm subscribing and saving, and then I just send her the link, and it works.
Yes, so that all works, but the problem is that last step. Do you remember when Jessica was saying all those numbers back in the day about how like you want it to be so easy to order that people can like sneeze and order, like just like it's like a note that when you add one more step in for them to do, the chance of their ordering goes like way down. And it happened to me January, February, March 1,000 times with subscribe to save. Finally, I would just have to place the order for the person and then not get the subscribe to save and then follow up with them when it was running out. And this past month, I was like, no, I'm like looking at all these other people with these orders flying in every single month that are subscribed to save. And I'm like, okay, I've got to figure this out because I have all these people that would have reordered and they're not. So yeah, you can do the share cart, but if they are of the mindset where they're not gonna get on and finish it out and they just want you to take care of it for them, that's where you get the.
Oh, okay. So I haven't tried that. Everybody that they're like, hey, can you create it for me? I create it, send them the link, and then they just go in and check out. So.
But I think they still have to create a password and log in.
Well, most of them already have accounts.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. See, none of my people ever create passwords, or they don't remember it. I mean, this is like 10-time hostesses who are like, wait, I have a password? And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So you can either, like you said, Jamie, you can send them the link, and if they'll finish up on their own, that's great. But you can't, if they like gave you their credit card information and said, go ahead and put me on subscribe to save and just place the order for me, you wouldn't be able to. You could do it if it wasn't on subscribe to save. You could do a one-time only purchase.
Yeah.
Or you could share the link with them on subscribe to save and have them actually finish it. And that's the part that is the consumer protection thing.
So you said that for subscribe to save, you can go in and edit someone's order?
No, you can't. You can delete it for them. So like you can see your upcoming, if you go into orders, and I can't think of what it looks like right now, but there is a place, since everything since we've merged, you can look at upcoming orders. And so I'll have my subscribe to save orders on there. And then let's say someone texted me and said, Oh my gosh, because they do send out a kind of notification email 3 days before the order processes saying your subscribe to save order is getting ready to process. If
Right.
you'd like to make any changes, click here. And let's say they don't, but they text me and say, oh, hey, I don't have time, but can you delete my upcoming order? I don't need it. I can go in and delete it for them, but I can't like
Edit
push it
the
out
thing.
another 30 days.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can't make any changes to it. I can only cancel it or do nothing.
Okay.
Okay, that's good to know. I knew we could delete it. I mean, I kind of thought we could edit it too. Like if people want, like if I had a customer say, can you give me another week? We can't do that.
No, and that it's unfortunate. I wish we used to not even be able to delete it, but that's fairly new. But I know I wish we could make changes, but again, it's that whole consumer protection thing.
Good to know. What other questions you guys have, or any other cool ideas? Okay, everybody try the relaxation thing tonight. So like when you get in bed tonight, close your eyes and just, again, be super present. Notice the feel of your mattress around you. Notice the feel of your pillow. And just close your eyes and start at one end of your body, like your toes. And you just like crunch them up for, like hold them as tight as you can for a couple of seconds. And then like let them relax and sink into the bed. And then you move up to the next thing, your calves and your thighs and then your stomach. And then do every inch of your body and end with your face where you like squint your eyes and your nose and your mouth, like it's just as tight as you can, and then relax and just like let yourself just melt into the bed. And it's amazing. It works so well.
Kelly, there's an app called Sleepwell that actually talks you through that tension exercise.
Cool.
So I've done it like when I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't fall back asleep. I'll use the app.
Is that a paid one or is it a free one?
This is a free one.
Okay. Because I was gonna do the Calm one time because I just wanted like the rain noises and all that, and it was like $40 a month or something.
I know, it's crazy.
Okay. Sleep well.
Sleep
Kim,
well.
I love that comment. Does falling asleep to Netflix count as that's pretty much me.
Okay, I got sleep well. That's a good one. Yeah, the other day I couldn't. I think the kids and Kevin all were still up making a ton of noise, and I just went to YouTube and put in rain sounds, and it was like 3-hour rainstorm. Oh my god, it was heaven! And I was like, that's the exact same thing Commons making me $40 for, and it's free. Okay. All right, good. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Kelly, I have a
so
free
fun.
app. It's called White Noise. I think it's
Oh,
what
I
it's
do
called.
that too.
Yeah, it's free.
Do they have any sound besides the white noise?
Oh yeah, they have a whole bunch. So I do the what is it, rain?
Okay, yeah, I love a good thunderstorm.
I think
Yeah, so they have
Alexa has
Ocean.
that too. Alexa, I think she has that too.
Yeah.
Kelly, the white noise fan is the one I use when you room with me.
Yeah, so you kind of got me used to like now. I swear to God, I need the sleep mask. I need noise in the background. I've never did any of that before.
Lavender on my feet.
I like the ocean noise.
Oh yeah,
That's what I use at night.
Yeah.
I have one more free app that my husband and I use, and I'm trying to find the name. All I can find is this stupid icon on my phone, and I want to say it's called White Noise, and you can pick like all the different noises: wind, rain, the sound of a car,
Is that what y'all
thunderstorm.
were just talking about?
No, mine's called White Noise Light.
Okay, and yours is called white noise.
Mine is white noise.
Okay,
Maybe that. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it. It won't give me the name of it. It's just this cute little icon. Can't see it right there, but it's white something.
yeah, white noise light is like a fuchsia color.
I'm super helpful right now. Maybe
No,
I
that's
should-
good. I can't wait to try all these.
No, I don't know, Deneen, if unless you live in the city, how listening to car noise would be relaxing.
I wouldn't like it. I'm out in the
I
country.
live 3 blocks from a fire station, so if I don't hear sirens, there's something wrong.
Anything else, anyone?
Good to see you all.
I know, it was so good to
We
see
should
you.
try to do like one of these a week. And if customers get on, great. If not, it's just a team thing. But like, this was very fun.
It was
I had
fun.
someone say they were going to join me next time. It was too late for them, though.
Oh yeah, I did too. One of my customers was like, "Oh my gosh, please invite me to the next one." Yeah.
But I had Bible study at 7, so I'm glad it turned out at 8:30.
Oh, good. All right, everyone. I'll try to post the recordings on the site. But anything else I can think of? Are we good? All right. Good to see you.
All right.
Thanks.
Have a good week.
Thanks so much for sharing all the ever knowledge. Like,
Yeah.
I learned more in this 30 minutes with you talking than I have after going to Hoopla. With
Thank you too, Kelly.
Of course,
Yeah, Katie.
anytime.
Katie, if you could do
Anytime.
that once a week, that'd be great.
Yes.
Anytime.
Eventually, we'll absorb it. We'll figure it out.
Literally.
Stay safe, everybody.
You too.
Bye.
Yeah.
You too.